You gotta get up. Body me wake up and make a move. Oh. Cause the world will never see you until you do. They no really care, see they do you. Oh. So make you show them, baby. Oh yeah, show them the real you. Oh yeah, show them what you get. No, don't let them say what's in other why you strong, oh. You can't break, no. You want more than 1,000 reasons why. You don't need to perfect, baby. Cause nobody perfect, darling. No, there's nobody in the world where be like you.
Okay, and welcome to another edition of the Touch Yourself show. And if you haven't registered for the Positive and Wellness Summit, please go to www.sicklecelladvocacy.org/wellness-summit, or you can go to bit.ly/wellness summit rage. Wellness Summit Rage. And today we're going to have another interesting topic on the Living Your Job series. How are we living our jobs, whether we are in career or we're having a business? How are we managing as warriors to run and work in these different areas? And today I have very, very important guests with me. I'll be bringing them on the show to talk about them and then give you an insight of who they are. So I'll bring you up.
Good evening.
Hi, Bolade. I know you're having a challenge. What? There, it's all good. You can even put him in your lap. Really, we have to show that we are mothers as well as business owners at the same time. Yeah. So today I have 3 people. I'm still waiting for our 3rd person to come on, but I have 3 lovely, beautiful women on the show. And my first guest is Abisola Oladapo, but we normally call her Abs. And she's a mom, an entrepreneur, and of course a warrior and advocate. We also have with us Queen Bee, as we call her. Her name is Bolade Ola-Solomon, and she's a young, hardworking warrior with a degree in linguistics and postgraduate degree in media and mass communication. You did what I wanted to do. Do you know that? That was my dream, to study mass com. And she
That was
loves
my dream
reading,
too.
and that was your dream too. Wow,
Yes.
interesting. And she loves, she's passionate about global education and women empowerment. Yes, and we also have, who I'll bring on the stream now, Hadassah.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi.
Hadassah.
Hi,
my
guys.
sweetie.
How
Great
you
to
doing?
have you here. Um, and let me talk about who Hadassah is. She is let's don't mind me. I'm looking for my right. You see why it is you have to learn to be a broadcaster. She's a singer, songwriter, and worshiper, and an empowerment speaker and entrepreneur. She's a mom living with sickle cell and believes that sickle cell anemia might be part of your genetic makeup, but it's definitely not going to stop you from
No.
greatness. She believes sickle cell anemia is a reason to live in your brilliance and shine your light. Something I
Mhm.
always believe in. Yes. So great to have you all here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having us.
Yes. So I'll go straight to our
Thank
conversation. So
you.
it's like a bit banter. You can throw in your comments and all that. It's not a serious thing. We're just going to banter on the issue about basically running a business while living with sickle cell. Now, my first major question before we really get into conversation is that what was your experience living with sickle cell, and what made you go into business? Because people have different reasons. Some say, oh, I kuku didn't get a job, so I entered business. But some from right from the beginning, running a business was their being an entrepreneur was their passion. So I'll start with Bisola.
Good evening, guys. As Miss Adesola introduced me, I'm Abisola Oladapo. I'm the founder of Ewa also, which is an indigenous skincare line, which promotes healthy living and healthy skincare products. I decided to actually, I became an entrepreneur, well, with the skincare business accidentally because I have a terrible dry skin, and I was
Really?
looking for, yes, I had a terrible
Like
dry
me.
skin. Yeah, and I was looking for solutions to my problem, and I decided, you know what, let me go back to our basics. Let me go back to what we have as Africans, which is black soap and osun, and
Mm,
that's what led to creation of Ewa also. I believe running a business, it's something. Working for someone is not something I saw myself doing,
mm,
because there are so many challenges facing us with sickle cell, the discrimination, even though we live in a world where, in this part of the world where they say it's equality, and they given sickle cell people or people with seen and unseen disability advantage to be who they are born to be. But in honesty, nobody wants to employ someone that goes into hospital every other week, or is well 1 minute and the next minute the person is in the ambulance, the back of the ambulance going to hospital. So I just felt like, well, that's being running a business is what can, one, suit my lifestyle. I
mm,
don't want to take away from raising my child or children. I don't want to go out there and miss key key moments in their lives. And actually, due to when I gave birth to now, I had two businesses that was running simultaneously prior to giving birth to him, which was, one was a concierge business and the other
okay.
was
I remember
accessory.
that.
Yeah,
Mm,
and was accessory line. But when I gave birth to him, I decided to put a pause on both of them, because being a concierge, I have to be out of the house to go and do the errands and everything, and
mm,
also owning accessory lines. I have to physically put myself out there to get seen before clients can decide on what they want to buy. So I
yeah.
put a pause on everything when I became a mother, and and accidentally I became a skincare formulator, and that's my journey to being an entrepreneur. Thank
Okay,
you.
Hadassah, what was your experience? How did you get into that?
So I also thank you guys for inviting me. Hello, everyone. So just to go straight to answer the question. So yeah, I've always uh, been dabbling in entrepreneurship
Mm,
because I've always been the type of person that just wanted to try my hands in having my own business. So I think the first business I ever had was a cleaning company. So I launched my own cleaning company then with my ex, the person I was with then. We ran a successful cleaning business and we ran it all. We did everything ourselves. That was the beginning of my confidence to go into entrepreneurship. And uh, the moment I saw that I could do that, I
mm,
it opened my eyes to see that okay, because with sickle cell, like Abby rightly said, you can be well today, like the life of the party today, and that same night you would need an ambulance. It's happened to me when I've been out, having a good time with friends, and at the front of the restaurant, we are we're needing an ambulance to take me to the hospital. So it became a way of life. Like if I can't really do a 9 to 5 job, then I can start a business. And, that was how. And then I still kept working in the 9 to 5 world as a temp. A lot of my opportunities, I try to keep it as a temp so that I can control when I work and when I don't work. But
mm,
when I had my daughter, she's my first, 3 years ago, everything changed
mm.
because I wanted, just like Abby said, as a mom, something changes in you, and especially when you're like, you didn't have children in your 20s, because I was already 30 when I had her. It kind of changes your perspective. Like you want to give them that initial thing of I'm a mom. I want to be the very best mom for my child. I don't want to miss a minute either, and
Yeah.
for us, my personal experience, I really struggled before I got my baby. So it meant something to me to stay at home to look after her. And then it came like going into full-time entrepreneurship. It was just a no-brainer. And I've been
Mm,
doing it now, so I'm full-time in just business for 15 months now. And
wow.
yeah, I wouldn't change it for the world. You just become a completely different person as an entrepreneur, and you're more in control of your life, and things like that.
Exactly. Exactly. So Queen Bee, what was your experience? Why did you go to into that?
So thank you. Thank you very much for bringing me on the show. Um, to be honest, yeah, I always knew that somehow I'd end up being an entrepreneur, though it wasn't a clear path, but it was something I always wanted to do because my father was a businessman, and I think I learned a lot from him, you know. And so when I finished from the university, I was blessed. I got a job like almost immediately, and I was in the 9 to 5 I mean, for quite a while. But then I got the wake up call in 2016 when, after a series of illnesses, and I was hospitalized, series of times. So I had lovely bosses, but then business is business, and
Mm,
at some point, yes, at some point, the Nigerian operation was shut down, and
wow.
it was a wake up call for me. So in 2016, I started looking at, okay, even if I'm going to get another job, I need to have some sort of extra income on the side because this is necessary for, I think it's necessary for every sickle cell, every person living with sickle cell anemia. I don't want to use the word patient because we're not, sick.
Yeah,
And
we can hear you. Oh, you
subside
frozen.
that, it was a way to start my own business. And
Okay.
like she said, like Hadassah mentioned, it feels like, you're taking your life back because
Mm,
in my line of job, it feels like you don't have control over your life. And I think what makes it worse is the fact that you could be sick today, you could be well tomorrow, and then it's just a struggle, keeping up. Even as an entrepreneur, you have clients that you have to meet up with. Actually, I would say it's even harder as an entrepreneur because you don't want to disappoint your clients. But at the same time, there's that sense of ownership, like you're in control,
Mm.
and that gives you an
Exactly.
edge.
Yeah.
Yes. Unlike when you're
Yeah.
scared, oh my God, I'm going to get fired. Oh my God, this. So it's always good to have a mix if you can.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's essential as far as I'm concerned.
Exactly. So was there at any point when you were choosing the business you are going to that you said, "Oh, let me
Mm-hmm.
choose something that I know that I'll be able to manage. Let me start looking for what I can
Yes.
do that I know." Or you had a passion for a particular thing and you just said, "Let me do it regardless."
No, no. Well, it was a mix of both. So I've always been in the international education industry. So
Mm,
it didn't come new to me to say, oh, this is what I want to do because I enjoy it actually. You get to meet different people from all over the world, talk to different people, and then interact, which is something I like.
mm,
So it made perfect sense to continue in that line. But at the same time, I also dabbled into other businesses that I thought, okay, like I have this time on my hands now. Why not do this, this, this? And it's good. It's good to. I wish I even did it earlier because I failed at one, and for me, it taught me a lot. But
yeah.
yeah, so
Which is something I'm going to come to later. Now, Hadassah,
okay.
was it the same for you? I mean, did you just go with what you felt like? I don't know what you currently do, but did you just go with what you felt you make you happy, you're passionate about, or were you picky or let me not choose something that will give me stress? Because I remember when I went into baking 15 years ago, even more than 15 years ago, I just loved baking.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that it was a lot of stress, but I just loved it. And I remember my parents then I'll be up till about 2 a.m. decorating a wedding cake. And my parents was like, Kilo, for those of you though who I will translate now, Kilo Shimbe, Wale, Wasu, what are you doing there? It's late, come and sleep. But because I loved it, I just kept doing it. Sometimes I will break down, but I
Oh,
still did it anyway. So was it different for any of you? Were you particular in what you're doing, or you just did it regardless of what uh stress it might bring?
Um, I'd like to chip in here.
Yeah.
When I started the concierge business and the accessory line, running a concierge in this part of the world or any concierge in any part of the world, it's very difficult. And
Mm,
you've got clients here, you've got client there. Some of the jobs, yeah, you're doing online. Some you have to be physically there. I enjoyed it. I was happy that I am doing something that I love doing, because doing organizing things is something that I love doing. And when we started Ewa also, uh because from the get-go, when I came into this country as a teenager, I wanted to go to cosmetology school. But African parents and African family members, no, you cannot go to cosmetology school. No, you're going to study computing. Then I was like, okay. So cosmetology school was XL. So even though mixing to mix product for clients, trust me, it's not easy. Standing and doing things, it's not easy, but it's something that I love the end product. And when
mhm,
people use my product and are like, oh, look at my skin, that gives me the satisfaction. It's not about me
yes,
choosing
it
the
is.
easiest thing. It's just what I love doing, you
mm.
know. Give me.
Yeah. So
And
speaking of, yeah, go
for
ahead.
me, because currently I'm a network marketer for a health and wellness company, but
Okay.
I already tried my hand in network marketing, failed. about 4 different
Yeah.
times before. Yes, yes. And cleaning, the cleaning company was okay, but eventually we quit it, So
Mm,
it was like I'd had my share of failures. But what's
mm,
so interesting about this is maybe it's the combination of being a mom and suddenly feeling confident, like, look, I've got sickle cell, but I'm blessed to be a mom to a healthy child. Why don't I just become confident and really own who I am? So,
mm,
although I'm a network marketer with a health and wellness company, through that, I'm I'm very active worshiper. Go to different churches to talk about health and wellness and lead worship, and I'm also an empowerment speaker. So you see, a lot of things are now coming out of the woodwork
mm.
from the point of network marketing. So it just like I got into one, but I'm falling into other parts of opportunities as well. And I think that that's the interest. That's what I really said in my bio. And I said, I believe that sickle cell is a reason to shine, is that I have not yet met somebody that's got sickle cell anemia, that's not got some really good something special about them,
Mhm.
that's not got a talent, that's not incredibly intelligent or
Yeah.
incredibly skilled. We always seem to stand out, out of the crowd. And I don't think it's a coincidence that you have sickle
Yeah.
cell anemia, but you're so gifted in
Exactly.
so many other ways.
Yes.
So I'm a very big person for own your brilliance and don't let sickle cell dictate to you that you cannot be something. Or I really want to do this, but I'm always in hospital,
Mhm.
And I'm doing an initiative now where I actually speak to just a few of my friends that got sickle cell, and we say things to ourselves every day to say,
Mm.
to reverse and unfeel, because I was studying about the power of
If you
unfeeling
can. Yeah.
unfeeling to heal
On.
yourself.
Yeah.
And I've been doing that. And even Abby knows I do affirmations on my page as well,
Yes.
general affirmations, but
Yeah.
things that can help us, because I really believe that we are a unique set of people sent
Yes,
to
we are.
every generation to make an impact. And I'm really happy, to be on this platform with these beautiful women, all saying the same thing. And we hope that, anyone watching us can feel some sort of energy to go for
Mm.
whatever they want to go for. Don't
Yeah.
don't let sickle cell dictate, So yeah.
Yeah. And but at any time did your
Yes.
parents, because I know sometimes our parents can be worried, oh, you're doing it at least with a 9 to 5, you're guaranteed regular
Income.
income.
Yes.
And then when you now go business, what are you doing?
Are you sure you want to do this?
Yes. So, how was it for you guys? Did you have any experience like that? And how did you overcome it? Because I'm
Oh.
sure there are many people like that listening and they're thinking, I really want to go in, but my parents are worried and they don't want me to be a burden to them at the same time. Because, business, you have to go through the startup phase.
Mhm.
So, how was it for you?
Well,
Oh,
okay, for me, I mean, there was that worry of, are you sure you can do this? And then because I have worked for some time, they just felt I should stick to this part and not, dive into something else. Like it didn't make sense to anyone, but it makes sense to me. And what was most important was I wasn't coming to you to ask you for handouts.
money.
I was able to
Mm,
sustain myself. So there was that sort of assurance that, okay, she's all right, she can
Mhm.
cope. So
In my
maybe
own
that's it. Yeah.
situation, well, unfortunately, I'm an orphan, but there was that fear of how will I cope? Will
mm,
this
Mm.
business boom? Will someone be let me just use the word in my brain that was at that time the self-doubt. Would someone be crazy enough to purchase something from me? Would they
yeah.
even think like, oh,
Mm.
black soap is what that stress, all of those things? But like Hadassah said, sometimes you have to own it, you have to own who you are, and you have to own your dream.
Mm.
My dream was to get into to become a beautician, and strangely at the age of 36 I started the
Mm.
journey. You understand
Mhm.
me? Something that's been the seed that's been planted in me since I was maybe 14, 15, and at the age of 36 I started the journey,
Mm.
and glory be to God. So far there's been positive feedback, and we're just well, since just a year old, a year and couple of weeks old, and every day is a new
Mm.
challenge, is a new positive experience to go through. And I just believe that yes, it's gonna be hard. I'm not Nobody's here to tell you that being an entrepreneur is a good it's gonna be all rosy and dandy. It's gonna be fine. The money will fall in from the get-go. People will know you, they will support you. As a matter of fact, Jane, you are not gonna get no support from nobody. The only
Yeah.
support you get is you. You are your own
Yes.
motivator, you are all your own cheerleader. It's only the few people that believe in you that will be in
Yeah.
your corner. And you might even be unlucky in my case, where friends cut me off completely. I don't know why they did that, but it happened to me. So you just have to give it a chance, because I believe that there was a time many years ago I was in my dark place. I called that phase a storm, my storm. I was in my storm, and there was a show on, I think, on BBC. It was about high-end concierge, and that how they're selling a bottle of water for $25 or £25. And I remember I was on my bed, I was broken, rejected, dejected. I was not me. And I said to myself, if someone somewhere can pay £25 for a bottle of water. And I remember vividly I wrote something on my status. I said, stand up. If it's water that you can add vitamin or folic acid to, and market it to people that, oh, this is gonna be a fountain of youth, you drink it, everything will be okay. Just keep chasing it. I never knew I was speaking to myself. I never knew I was telling myself that, girl, it's time for you to stand up and keep chasing. But mentally I was not myself. And sorry, let me just give a little bit shout out. Today is World Mental Health Day. With sickle
Yes.
cell,
That's true.
there's depression, there's all sorts of things going on. But trust me, if you can see me here today and I'm talking to you, no matter what you're going through, it this too shall pass.
Amen.
Mhm.
Because if you were to see the broken me, as confident as I am, the broken me, then you'll be like, oh, what is done for my ye? It is finished.
Mm.
You get me? It is finished. But God has a purpose for every one of them. I'm not a religious person, I'm a spiritual person. I believe every one of us, even without sickle cell, we all have our
Have
calling
challenges,
grace.
yes.
We've got
Yes.
challenges. We've got our calling. So having mental health issue, or when you down, I there was a point I had to seek for help. And
Mhm.
me seeking for help was me saying, raising my hands up and say, this is it, I need support. Just support me. And with the glory of God, I walked my way out of that tunnel without an ending. And here I am today. So as World Mental Health Day, just keep going. Don't let anything, anyone talk you down. Don't let anything, anyone say that you cannot do it. You can do it. And mental health in the Black community is not something to be ashamed of. It's not something to say, oh, this is ogbanje, this is
Mm.
evil, or people are doing you bad, all of that.
Mhm.
No, I'm not before I used to be ashamed of me being able to speak about this
I
storm
used
of
to.
mine. But now I'm not ashamed about the storm. I went through the storm for 10 years, and it was for a purpose. If I didn't go through the storm, my son will not be here. If I didn't go through the storm, my business will not be here. So own who you are, like Hadassah said, own who you are, and be grateful that you are
Yeah.
given that opportunity. So that's just my little bit chipping. Can you please give me that? Sorry about that.
No problem.
Mom
All
on
right.
duty.
So anybody wants to add to what she said?
Can you
You know,
stop it?
because
Yeah,
she said a lot.
Okay, so
yeah.
well, I
For
used
me,
okay. Oh,
no, Queen Bee, go first, then I'll chip in after.
okay, I just wanted to say that initially, at the beginning part of my career, I was so worried. I didn't want to be seen as a weakling. So I didn't want
Mm,
anything that would make anyone know that I had this challenge. And it felt like I was living a fake life because I really couldn't say I mean, people would even some people would walk up to me to ask me because maybe it's obvious on that particular day that okay, this person looks like someone with sickle cell anemia, and I would actually lie and say no, I don't have sickle cell anemia. It was that bad. I had a hate relationship
Relation.
with
Yeah.
sickle cell. Yes, I didn't come to terms with it because I didn't want to be associated with it. I didn't want to be seen as someone who was weak and who falls sick easily. So it was so tough for me, and eventually, I got over this, and I realized this is who you are. It's a part of you. You can't. I mean, it's part of your story. Stop trying to bury it. Stop trying to have this thing. You were born with it anyway. So might as well own it and make the best out of life. And that's just been helping me
Yeah.
really. Because I feel like every day I'm alive is a gift.
yeah,
I
that's it.
want to be a blessing to come in contact.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's my chip in.
And I'll just piggyback on what you said. And I think the reason you asked about parents is maybe somebody is watching us now that needs to hear this.
Mm-hmm.
My parents, even
True.
till now, they don't support my lifestyle as an entrepreneur. They
Mm.
never, they just don't understand it. I mean, to them, if you want to be an entrepreneur, go and be a footballer that you're going to make big money, or go and do, something that's going to be like everybody can see that my child is here and making money. They want me because I studied human physiology. My dad wanted me to be a doctor.
Mm.
I'm not, I love science, but I know that I'm not meant to be a doctor. I know that for sure. But then even growing up, what she Queen Bee saying about being so like conscious of having sickle cell. I was like that. I was raised in the stigma. So my
Mm.
parents were so embarrassed with showing me off to family, relatives, and stuff. So that when we had a gathering, they would tell me, "Oh, go stay indoors because of the way you look," and so that was always in my subconscious. That stigma was always in my subconscious, and it really affected me for so long to the extent that I had friends that would tell me, "Oh, how you gonna have a home when you have sickle cell? No man wants to be with a woman
Mm.
that's got sickle cell and stuff." But we have proved these stigmatizations wrong.
Yeah.
Women like us that are successfully running businesses, that successfully have, a home, have children, we're proving daily that stigmatization is not fact. Even
Mm-hmm.
if it's your own parents that are stigmatizing you, that are hiding you
Yeah.
from guests, that are doing stuff, it does not define you.
No.
Yeah.
Who you are is who you are, irrespective of what's going on around you,
Yeah.
irrespective of who believes in you, irrespective of who doesn't believe in you, or opinion. I see
Mm-hmm.
my parents as much as they're my parents. I come to understand that whatever they think about me is their opinion. It's not
Yeah.
necessarily fact.
The reality, yes.
That's it. And I want to encourage anybody watching us that's got sickle cell. You should own who you are, because you cannot accept one part and not take and hide the other. You got sickle cell, fine, but you have so many other positive things about you. So in order to embrace the good in you, you need to embrace the weakness.
Yeah.
And in your weakness, you actually find your strength. And like
Exactly.
Abby was like, she's spiritual person, I'm spiritual person. I really believe that if you don't embrace your weakness. You cannot embrace your strength either, because you're going to spend the rest of your life being conscious of having sickle cell, and talking down yourself, living
Mm,
below who you really are. And life is a gift. I mean, even if we live for another 70 years, it's still a gift. And
yes.
by the time you turn 60, by the time Abby is 60, she does not want to be pounding and making soap with her hands anymore.
Uh,
She's hoping that
Exactly.
by then she's got an
Exactly.
international factory where things are done. So that's why we need to see life as a gift and start anything you want to do. Start now and grow. Don't wait until you're 50 and 60 when you finally understand.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
No, just start in your imperfection and be confident, because there are people doing it. Like I see all of us doing it to show
Mm-hmm.
people that it's possible. It can be
Exactly.
done.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Exactly. Has there been
Absolutely.
has there been a time where anybody has found conflicts with your condition and then running the business? Like for instance, I remember when I used to bake, there's days that crisis will suddenly come and you're in the middle of doing stuff and the customer or client is expecting his stuff. Have you had that experience and how have you been able to handle it? I'll
Yes,
start with Bisola first. Yeah.
yes, I've had times whereby actually this week I was meant to um send ship some products out, and I had to tell my client that unfortunately, and if you can hear my voice, this is like I've got cold and everything, and my son was strong as well. So I just said to my client, like, you know what, I can't ship it out on this day. Just give me till next week, and I will ship it out. Your products are ready, but I will ship it out to you. Yes, I've got those times whereby my health has to come first, and it's not easy running a business with sickle cell
Mm,
because things are unpredictable, and
yeah.
I just believe that we just need to know our limits, know our
Yeah.
strong points, know our weakness, know how to work our situations, and that will help us be the better version of a business women that we hope to be.
Mm,
Like Hadassah said, in the next 30 years, in the next 40 years, we just need to work with ourselves, work with our body, the same way we did at university, at college, how we'll manage through to become to have our degrees and certification and all of these things. So we just have to work with our body and listen to our body, and let's and go with it and look after ourselves. Make sure that health part is on
Yeah.
point. So we
exactly.
have to take care of ourselves. We shouldn't wait for crisis to come before we take care of ourselves. So that's where the vitamins come in, the drinking of fluids come in, getting enough rest, and all of those things. So that is my own take on um on that's on the question.
Okay. All right. Hadassah.
same with me as well. I've had times when I've had to disappoint people, because our health and wellness products, maybe people order, if they don't order from my website, then I have to do the physical, going to the post office, international posting, and there are times I have had to disappoint. And then I do a lot of live videos. Just that's how I market myself, and even training my team. There are times I'll just suddenly go quiet. I cannot be that person on that day. I just think for me, what really was I'm learning is I need to reduce the frequency of crisis by
Mm,
looking after myself a lot more. And so now, before I would stay up to 2 a.m., 3 a.m. working. Now I
mhm,
don't. I sleep the moment my daughter is asleep, 11 midnight, I'm sleeping, I'm hydrating, I'm consciously, being more responsible, because I have sickle cell, and I have to give the best. And the only way I can give the best is to have a balance. So yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Quimby.
So, like Hadassah said, you can't give from an empty cup. Like you need to take
Mm,
care of yourself first. For me, my health is priority. I don't joke with it. I do everything I need to do. I take my drugs daily. I try my best, to so when unfortunately a crisis comes, well, the good thing about me is I'm quick to recover and then get myself back. I still push myself hard. I'm not going to deny that, but at the same
mm,
time, I'm quick to bounce back. So in
yeah,
cases of disappointing clients, sometimes they just notice that, oh, this person is not responding as quickly as she normally would. And then I now get back when I get better and boom, I'm back in your face. And they're
mm,
like, okay, so what happened past 2, 3 days? So yes, it's happened that, okay, I didn't meet up with your expectations at that time, but I've learned to manage it. And
yeah.
Has there
um,
been any time where a client was, because let's face it, sometimes we have some unreasonable customers. I
mhm,
would,
yes,
because I mean, this sounds honky dory, oh, where you get, but in reality, there are some very unreasonable
I
customers,
know.
and in an effort to try and please them and make sure you make money,
Yeah.
you go overboard and affect your health. So what would you suggest in that kind of scenario, where you have customers and this person is just not listening? Oh, give me, I'll get it done in 5 days. Just give me some time, blah 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 blah. What would you suggest? Because it happens a lot.
Yes, you need to manage your client's expectations, and
Mm.
you need to let
Mm,
them know. Be honest from day one. Don't promise
Honesty,
that you can deliver on
honesty.
Monday if you can't deliver
Exactly.
on Monday. Give them Friday so that you deliver on Wednesday and they're happy and everybody's happy. And if they insist that no, I want it done on Monday, you say no, I can't. If you're working with me, this is what to expect. You need to just learn how to manage expectations, both for
Yeah,
yourself and for the clients.
exactly, exactly. I remember when I was running my cake business, I learned that the hard way. Sometimes
Mm,
I used to have a friend who I worked for. That was the last time I ever worked for anybody. I said I was going to run my own business, but I realized that a lot of times even whether we live with sickle cell or not, in order to please them, we give like, okay, you have it in 2 days, you have it in 3 days, and at the end of the day, you disappoint them, and then you now have to start finding excuses. But what I used to do is, 2 weeks tops, it will be ready. You know, what would you say, Bisola? How has your
Um,
experience been in that department?
I believe honesty is the best policy. You have to tell them the truth, and you keep the conversation
Mm,
going. You can't just. I have disappointed few clients of mine, and when I know I can, maybe let's say I'm meant to deliver a product tomorrow, and because sometimes I get sudden pains and sometimes I get pains
mhm.
that give me notice. And once I know that I am starting to show symptoms, I'll tell them, unfortunately I can't do this on this day. Can you give me till this day next week? You will get what you ordered. And some of them they understand, and some they just want to, like, okay, all right. And sometimes you have to butter them up a little bit, or you just say, oh, don't worry, I'll add some testers to your product. So that helps the client, relationship with the client. But I just say honesty is the best. Just be honest. You don't need to lie.
Yeah.
You don't need
yeah.
to, because when you're building a brand, when people know that you give feeds a lot, the words will
Mm,
go around, especially in this London town is very small. Before you know it, they just say, oh yeah, I know her, that girl, oh my
She's
god, she has
unreliable.
yeah, very unreliable, and you damaging your own brand. So just be honest. Be
Yeah.
honest with them. Okay, I can't do it. I'm unwell. This is the reason why. And if they don't want to listen, giving them a refund will not be too bad, you know. You offer them refund, and maybe they can go elsewhere, because I'm not a robot. I'm not a transformer. I can't operate at that level. So if you are not gonna be honest, and you're not gonna accept my honesty, I'm not gonna lie to you. I won't do that. So refund, giving them a refund would be the best thing to do. If they are so, and also rude clients, I respect people so much. I'm not going to be disrespectful to people, whether they paying me or not. So when I see clients that are on a little bit on the rude side, I can't have business with them, and that's it. That's my own policy. That might be different to Hadassah, and that might be different to Queen B, but that's just me. We owe each other some sort of respect in this present day. So being respectful to each other won't cost anything. So if I say that, okay, you, all right, I'm sorry, you can take your business elsewhere, and that's just it.
Yeah.
Be honest with your clients, be honest with them. That goes a long way.
So, my next question now is for anybody wanting to start or who is running a business, what do you think are what do you recommend as a basic step to making a decision to run a business? Because I know business involves a lot of things. In fact, when I was starting a business, I felt, oh, business would be much more easier. But I know a lot of people who have left career jobs and found that they've ended up using a lot more energy than if they were a career job, that some have to abandon the job and go back to working as a full-time employment. So what would you say somebody making that decision should do? Anybody
Follow
can
your
answer that.
dreams. Follow your dreams. Follow your passion.
So
That
it's
is the easy.
any steps like, okay, how to start, okay, I make this decision here, next level is this, next level is that.
Well, marketing yourself these days is very easy to do.
Mm,
Yeah, very, very easy. I started off um filming my process of making soaps, and I'll post it on my WhatsApp, then I post it on Facebook. Even then, I don't have, I never had Instagram account. So I realized that people were watching, but they were not commenting and they were not liking. Don't get
mm,
discouraged about followers, people liking your product, people commenting. Something awesome happened to me about 6 weeks ago. Someone on Facebook asked a question on our status and said, I need someone that makes product that doesn't bleach, organic stuff. And I was so shocked when people started tagging me. And when I look at their name, I'm like,
you don't
for
know this
real?
person.
So you guys are watching me, you're
Yeah,
watching the videos,
they
you're
do.
watching the post, so you're
Hmm.
keeping up with me. That is when I realized that, wow, people are truly watching. It's very
Yeah.
easy. I know it's not easy in Africa to get data, but put passion and effort in what you do. Passion and effort. It's not. I was going through my camera roll today, and I realized that there are so many content that I've not even posted, I've not shared. Just put passion and effort into it. People are watching. They are watching you,
Yeah.
and trust
Yeah.
me. When Adashi started a business, it was gradually. I remember we had that conversation prior to you giving birth to your daughter, and gradually she started gradually, but as time goes on, people started catching up with her. If they don't see the affirmations, the daily affirmations, definitely they will send a message,
Messenger,
what's
what's
going
happening?
on. you know they She gives them something to look forward to, and by doing that, by giving them something to look forward to, people understand that, oh, that lady, she sings, yeah, and she's got so many talents. And before you know it, I know there was some time that you were being invited to churches, you're being invited to summits and things like that for you to have a talk. You know,
Mm.
that's how people get to notice you. Even if you're gonna, even if you only have 1,000 naira data on your phone, instead of watching meaningless media, junks that doesn't benefit you, promote, promote, promote,
Promote.
and put
Yeah.
effort in it. When I say effort, put
True.
effort in it.
That's
People
it.
are watching.
Yeah.
They are watching, they're reading, they're not commenting, and they're not liking. Don't judge your business by followers. My
Yeah.
followers on Instagram is 138
Mm.
followers on Insta, 138. And I know the consultation, how many consultation I did this week. You
Mm.
understand me? So don't judge
That's
your
it.
business by large amount of followers, the hype, the noise.
Mm-hmm.
Once you invest, like Queen B, I remember a client was with me one day. She needed our product urgently. She's one of those clients that she can just call me up, sis, I need my body butter and I need this. And I don't even know, I was watching my WhatsApp story. The Queen B's advert came up. She saw that, and I said, oh, I've got someone that is involved in studying abroad. And she started asking questions. You don't know who will watch what you're posting.
That's it.
Yeah.
You might think it's only your friend watching. There
Oh
might be
wow.
others
True.
there watching with your
Exactly.
friend. So just put effort into it, and follow your heart. It's not, I'm not telling you that from get go, oh my god, everybody will do this. Don't cut corners. Don't cut corners.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Do
Preach
not
that.
cut
Yeah.
corners. I know
Yeah.
people that are doing products, the herbal product, that they're not using what they meant to use, that
Mm.
they are using chemicals. Don't cut
Mm.
corners, because you know what? One, I'm playing with somebody's um skin, the largest
Skin.
Yeah.
organ of the body. I'm playing with somebody's life. I
Mm.
do film every process of soap making, um, butter making, oil making, because I need to let the clients know these are what someone advised me that I shouldn't be telling clients or people what I put in their product. I say no, I have to tell them, because I need to be honest with them that what
Yeah.
you're using is made of vitamin is made of fruit and vegetables.
Mm.
That's it. No chemicals, nothing. That's why in my kitchen I call my kitchen, or call it Ewa Olson's kitchen. What if I'm mixing chemicals in my
Kitchen. Yeah.
kitchen? My son cannot mix the soap with me. If I'm mixing chemical, I cannot do it where we are eating food or cooking food. Just be honest. Don't cut corners. Things will get. Sometimes you have challenges. Just be true to yourself and don't cut corners. That's my
Yeah.
advice.
Yeah, yeah. So Hadassah, I'll ask you this question. Typically people think, okay, I'm starting a business because of my health. I need, on the get-go, I need to employ somebody to assist me. Would you recommend that, or the person can just start alone?
I think the person can definitely start alone.
Okay.
Definitely. All my business, even when I started a cleaning company, I used to go and do the cleaning myself before
Mm.
we grew to the stage where we were now acting like an agency where we send people out. You can definitely, even though I have sickle cell, you can, and like whatever business, whether you're in a consulting or like me, network marketer, sells products, or like Abby, where you're manufacturing, but you can definitely start alone, but you have to have a must do list. You have to
Yeah.
be honest with yourself and say, okay, my health, this, like Abby says, and that made me laugh. Sometimes you have the kind of pain that gives you notice. I'm about to come. And then there's some that just and then there's some that just come. But when you at a certain age, you start to know your body. So the period that is good, have a must do list. This is what I do. This is what I tell everybody that watch me to do. Have a must do list. when I'm healthy, I must do this to
Mhm.
move my business forward. So that when I'm not able to hit that list, I am I have done enough to run me through the slow times. For me, I'm a content creator because that's how I market myself. So I try to make
Mm.
sure when I'm healthy, I am visible and I am really consistent in my content creating, so that when I'm not there, even though I know sometimes people will still inbox me truthfully, like Abby says, like, affirmations, what's going on? You didn't come on today. But they can still watch what I did, before, to
Yeah,
carry me through to the next time that I'm able to do something again.
yeah.
And just to also piggyback off what Abby said, because it really inspired me. It's true. When I started, I just want to encourage somebody, because people think it's automatic. Oh, look at Abby now; she's getting uh,
Clients.
clients everywhere. Look at Quimby; they can talk because they're doing well. No, I started on Facebook with zero followers. I remember very clearly. I used to laugh at myself. Zero followers and 1,000 something friends. Now I have 1,500 followers, all organic, and I've only been doing this for 14 months. I did not buy, like Abby said, don't cut corners, because if you cut
Mhm.
corners, it will come back and bite you.
Mhm.
And we are the kind of people, we already go through so much in our life. We're the kind of people that shouldn't cut corners, because life teaches us some painful lessons
Yeah.
anyways. So when people encounter us, they should encounter authenticity. And look, now I have those followers, I have a brand, and I'm just starting. I'm nothing compared to some other people. The
Mm.
difference is time and consistency. You have to do something every single day. And then when you're big enough, you're going to have an assistant. You can now start to hire people, recruit. Naturally, your business will progress to a stage where you will know. When you get to that stage, you will know that
Yeah.
I'm ready. I need help. I need an assistant. I need a PA. I need a this. I need, you will know.
Mm, yeah, exactly. Okay, gradually rounding up. We've hit the, I thought we are going to do to quarter past 8, but we've hit the, but so I'll just leave it out here and say any final words to somebody who is thinking of running a business, living with sickle cell, just to encourage them. Just final words for each and every one of you, starting with Queen Bee.
Okay. Okay, so I liked what Abby and Hadassah said, and I just want to chip in that when you're, starting a business, you should be ready because stormy days will come. So before you start, I would always advise save some cash for the rainy day because
Mm,
it's a very lonely journey, and you don't want to go around seeking for help when, I mean, it's okay to ask for help, but save. Don't just jump into it. Prepare towards it and work towards it so that you're not left stranded. Don't do that to
mm,
yourself. So I would always advise anyone before you just decide, make a plan. Okay, so I'm going to work for some time. I'm going to save. I'm going to do this ABC and then start off my business. And like she rightly said, consistency is key. Even if you think nobody's watching you, trust me, people are watching you. They see
that's,
everything you're doing, no comments, no likes, but just stay consistent, stay focused.
yeah,
And with time,
okay.
perseverance
Abby?
is everything. Like in business, you need to be very persevering.
Yeah. Abisola?
I would my advice would be to people that want to start businesses, go for it. When you get to that level that you're earning some income, don't be a conjurer, don't be greedy that you start spending
Indeed,
money
yeah.
right off. As it is, I'm not paying myself a dime, no money. I don't take zero out of the business, nothing. I'm just slaving for the future. When you get in, even if it is the first day I got my first, is it for £5 or £10? I wanted to run mad. Like, oh my god, somebody actually bought this. Someone actually believe in this. You know, um, be consistent, like Hadassah said. Be consistent. People are watching. People are looking at you, People, and also people are looking at you as a source of strength for themselves without you even realizing that, you know. So when you start making that little change, don't change who you are because you are on a new path. Like when people talk to me or they see me, oh my god, your skin is nice. Oh, I make the thing myself. Nobody, I don't even refer to myself as, oh, I've got a business or something. It's not because I'm not proud of myself. It's because I see myself as, this is not where I want to be. I've got a ladder that I'm walking towards and I want to reach that place. Don't change who you are. Don't start spending money like, I told you what, everything is lavishly spent. Don't do that. As Queen B said, save, save, save. There is no much nothing bad can happen from you saving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing bad. And also when you start making that money, put away some percentage of your profit
Yeah.
to cover the days that you are not
Mm.
strong enough to
Yeah. To do
do anything.
anything. Yeah.
You are not to cover the days that you might need to. Like last week actually, we employed our first employee. She's meant to come today, but because I wasn't feeling too good and stuff like that, I'd rather pay someone as an employee than pay myself, because I believe like, I'm building something. So just keep to be give yourself some, what's it called, some boundaries.
Mm.
If we're even to take out of your profit or even the
For
money
health
just
reasons.
for health reasons, give
Reasons, yeah.
yourself a boundary. Don't go above certain amount from the business, because that's how actually we empowered someone last year with 50,000 naira um through social media for a social cause campaigns that I do on Facebook. Unfortunately, I haven't done anything this year. And the saddest thing, when we ask her for accounts, the business as the business, I'm sure by now there is no more business.
Wow.
Money has been taken out from
Mm.
the business. Oh, she has to eat. Oh, she has to take medication. Oh, she has to do, she has to do. If I'm being the strict person that I know that I am, I must say I need all the paperwork of everything. But sometimes I have to not be in that headspace of, oh, Abisola district woman, or maybe having principles. I know by now she doesn't have that business anymore. Don't just dip hands in your investment. You are investing for your future. You are not
That's
investing
it.
for now. You are investing for your future. You are investing for your children to come. If you haven't got one yet, don't, trust me, you will have your children.
Mm.
Don't, if I can have a child, trust me, anybody can have. And that's my honest truth. You know,
Okay.
remember that what you're doing is not for now, you're doing it for the future. So just keep on, keep yourself, keep challenging yourself in a good way. Don't look at what others are doing.
Mm.
Adasha she's in a different field compared to me. Same way as Queen B. I'm not gonna say because Adasha is doing affirmations every day, I'll start doing affirmations. I don't even know nothing about that. Don't compare and contrast. You are on
Mm.
different path to
That's it.
others. Just stay consistent, be true to yourself. Even when nobody is seeing you, ask yourself in your heart, is this what I want? Am I doing it because of one gain or the other? Or am I doing it because I really love it? So just stay true to yourself and trust me, your hard work will pay off. It might not be now, it might not be in a year, it might not be in 2 years, but one day you will look back and say, oh my God, how I wish I started this earlier. Just
Yeah.
be yourself, and I wish you all the best. Everyone out there watching this broadcast, that have got sickle cell or any other medical condition, trust me, do not let anybody talk you down. Do not let anybody pull negativity on you, because you know what, the words that come out of our mouth is very powerful. That's power. Don't let anyone rubbish you. Don't let anyone say, I'm on you, like I before, for Hadassah to have a child and for me to have one, from the get-go, whenever I meet a man, hello, my name is Abisola, Oladapo, I've got sickle cell, because I've got a medicine bag. I'm not going to let someone think I'm a drug dealer or something. So just be honest. I know that there are people that are in the closet with sickle cell that they don't want to let people know. It's fine.
Yeah.
I understand. Everybody, we are all different. But
Yeah,
just stay true to yourself.
that's it.
The way you take yourself is the way others will take you. If you
Mm-hmm.
look down on yourself, others will look down on you.
Well,
And I wish
Mm.
you
Thank
nothing
you.
but the best. May
Well
God
said.
be with you
Yeah.
all.
Well said. So, Adisa, the last 1 minute.
1 minute, because all my queens have said everything, but I'm just gonna say 1 minute. Write down your vision. The
Mm.
Bible says, write the vision, make
Okay.
it plain, though it may tarry, because it will. Wait for it, for it will come. Write down your vision, make it as big as possible. Be consistent. There will be down times, there will be dark times, there'll be times that you think you're in the wrong thing. There will be some challenges like Joseph in the prison. Though it may tarry, wait for it. It will come.
Right.
And I wish you guys all the best, everybody that wants to run businesses. And yes, we're all here. Our platforms are
Yes.
public. People can reach out to us for advice. I'll be happy to, just give you anybody a push and inspiration, whatever. Just DM, and that's what we're here for.
Exactly.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you so much, ladies. It's been very inspiring talking to you guys. I've even taken some pointers from what you said. Although people feel I do everything, but it's nice to be able to get some information on different areas. And I thank you so much. I pray that God will continue to
thank you.
bless your
Thank you.
businesses and
Amen.
you go to higher heights. So guys, if you've been watching through YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can get the next notification and click the notification button for the next show, because we are having another set of beautiful people to talk about careers this time next week Saturday, and we're glad to welcome you. This has been a production of Sickle Cell Advocacy and Management Initiative, supported by the Public Affairs section of the US Consulate. Till next time, have a great and fruitful and prosperous week, and productive week ahead, and set your goals and your goals will be achieved. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Thank
Bye, guys. See you. Thanks a lot. The song is sitting. Let me believe. When I found that when I'm slow, I go up. So let me do that. Like Larry said, you fast though, it's me. How come? Did I send you the wrong link? If I sent you the wrong link, how come? I didn't really want to send that.